Once upon a time, long before the world was mapped and kingdoms were drawn, there was a land carved by ice and sea. To the south, people spoke of it as a place of shadows where winters never ended and the sun often forgot to rise. This land was called the North. And in this North, there lived a people unlike any others. They were the Vikings, children of the storm, wanderers of the sea, and dreamers who looked beyond the horizon. Their world was both cruel and beautiful. Imagine snow falling endlessly, covering the forests and the mountains in white silence. Imagine waves crashing against rocky shores, while the wind howled like wolves in the night. To survive here was no simple task. It demanded strength, courage, and unity. The Vikings built their villages along the fjords and coasts, wooden houses with steep roofs to shed the heavy snow. Fires burned in the hearths, not just for warmth, but for spirit, for in the glow of the flames, they told stories of gods and giants, of other worlds hidden beyond the sky, and of Valhalla, the great hall where brave warriors feasted forever. To the Vikings, the world was alive with mystery. The crack of thunder was not just a storm, but Thor, the god of lightning, striking his hammer against the heavens. The rising sun was a gift from Sol, the sun goddess, who drove her fiery chariot across the sky. And the shimmering northern lights, those dancing ribbons of green and gold, were said to be the armor of the Valkyries, riding to choose which warriors would live and which to die. Life in the North was harsh, but it was never empty. Every day was a battle, but also a chance to prove oneself. Men and women worked side by side, tilling the frozen soil, hunting in the forests, fishing in icy waters. Children learned early to be strong, for weakness had no place in this land. And yet, despite the cold, there was warmth among them. Around the fire, laughter rose, songs were sung, and tales were told. For the Vikings believed that stories were not only entertainment, they were a bond, a guide, a way to carry wisdom from one generation to the next. This was the beginning of their tale, a tale of survival, of faith, of courage, a tale born in the frozen North, where myth and reality walked hand in hand. This was the beginning of their tale, a land of frost and fire, where myth and reality walked hand in hand. And within this harsh yet wondrous world, the people of the North built their lives, their homes, and their communities, weaving stories and survival together like threads of the same cloth. In the shadow of towering mountains and along the winding fjords, the Vikings created their villages. Each home was a wooden shelter, thatched with straw or covered with sods, smoke spiraling from the chimneys and carrying the scent of fish and roasted meat into the crisp northern air. Life here was not easy, yet it moved with a rhythm of its own. Men rose at dawn to tend the fields, sharpen their axes and prepare for the hunt. Women managed households, wove cloth, churned butter, and taught children the songs and tales of their ancestors. Every person had a role. Every task mattered. Children learned the ways of the North early, fishing in icy rivers, tracking deer and elk through dense forests, and reading the stars for navigation. They played games with wooden swords and shields, imagining themselves as warriors who would one day sail beyond the horizon. The Vikings were deeply connected to the land and the seasons. Spring brought planting, summer tending crops and livestock, autumn harvesting, and winter storytelling by the fire. Each season held its own lesson: patience in spring, endurance in summer, gratitude in autumn, and wisdom in winter. Yet danger was always near. Wolves prowled the forests, storms threatened their ships, and sickness could strike at any moment. Still, the Vikings faced these challenges with courage and ingenuity, relying on one another for survival. At the end of each day, families gathered around the hearth. Old men recounted tales of past raids, young women sang songs of the sea, and children listened eye-wide, imagining worlds beyond their village. In these villages, one could see the true spirit of the Vikings, not merely warriors or raiders, but a people bound by family, tradition, and the relentless pursuit of life in its fullest form.